So One Piece live action is back after 2.5 years, and if you know about me, I'm a huge fan of One Piece in general. Me personally, I've been watching One Piece anime since I'm pretty sure 2017, so this year it's been 9 years since I've been a One Piece fan of, and I'm also a huge fan of One Piece live action. I was gonna say in my opinion, but it's not an opinion, it's a fact that One Piece live action is the best live action of any anime ever. So yeah, the live action is back after 2.5 years, and I just finished it today. First, I was planning on binge watching it. I was like, as soon as it's gonna come out, I'm gonna binge watch it. But I was like, I waited 2.5 years for it. I'm gonna take it a little slow. I'm gonna have a slow fun. And it's easily better at season 1 in pretty much everything except for conclusion. That's one thing which season 1 I think did better than season 2, the conclusion. Which again, it makes sense. The reason season 1 of One Piece live action had a better conclusion than season 2, because it was the whole East Blue saga. They were finishing a saga, not an arc. They were completing a whole saga in season 1. So that's why the conclusion, the ending of season 1 felt like more good. Like the one scene where they put their feet on the barrel and says their dream, super emotional. I really like it. Season 2 was just like Chopper joins the crew and they reveal Crocodile and Nico Robin, and it's like, okay, see you later. Season 2 is supposed to be incomplete. It's only half of Alabasta arc. It's supposed to create hype for the eventually coming season 3, which is going to be the main content. But that doesn't mean season 2 is just hype for season 3. Like I said, it's better than season 1 in everything. Story, effects were very good. Like some of the effects was like really fucking good. Even the devil fruit effects, all that's like better than season 1. Smoker, we saw the first Logia and his effects were super fucking cool. Like Smoker effect were unreal. I was like actually scared for Logia. I was like, how they're gonna make Logia work, and it's like it worked. The acting of characters was also good. Dr. Hiriluk, that was the best performance. Dr. Hiriluk, without any doubt, the best performance of the season. He gave a very great performance. Like it's been like 5 years since my rewatch. The whole Drum Kingdom arc, that was like very vague in my mind. Like I remember most of it, but seeing the whole Dr. Hiriluk character again, I was like, yeah, this is really good. But when he gives his whole speech, it's like, when does a man die? When he gets shot in the heart, when he gets an incurable disease, or when he eats a poisonous mushroom? No, he dies and a man is forgotten. His performance was really good. Dr. Hiriluk, easily the best character and the best performance of the season. It's not even up for a debate. Other good actors, Buggy actor is super good. All the Straw Hats, they also did very good acting. Even the minor characters did like a good act, like the sword seller in the first episode who sells Zoro the sword. His acting was also good. One more thing I like about live action is their ability to fucking reference future events, which I really like, because majority of the manga is written, right? So majority of the story of One Piece is written, so they can easily foreshadow or set up future events or reference them, because again, One Piece live action will never reach post time skip. That's 100%. So they can still reference those things. Like they reference Sabo. I mean, not reference, we literally see him. When we see Dragon at the Lockdown, he turns around and behind him like Sabo is standing. Again, we will never reach Dressrosa in live action, so it was just an Easter egg, and like, hey, Sabo is here. Whoa. Dorian Broggy also mentions Sun God Nika. You know, Sun God Nika Gear 5. That's also something they reference and stuff. Like there's a lot of future content reference here, which I really like. Like Sanji backstory, a good amount of Sanji backstory was revealed in Drum Island. He talks about how his mother was sick, how he used to cook for his mother, how his mother, eventually died. Something which we learn all the way in Whole Cake Island. It was already revealed in Drum Island. So like this is what I really like. They're taking advantage of manga, like, because a good amount of story is written, so they can easily reference stuff from the future, because that's never gonna change. It's story, it's written, it's done. With Roger and Garp, we see a conversation between Goldie Roger and Garp, and Roger says, Garp, I have a son, and take care of him, which is obviously set up for Ace, who's gonna come next season. I was actually expecting him to show up this season. I was like, at least we're gonna see him a little bit, because we first see him in Drum Kingdom, so I was expecting a little glimpse of him, but no, I guess they're gonna hype him up for next season. So yes, Roger and Garp conversation is set up for the Ace. They also reference Ace execution in their conversation when Roger says, Garp, you're a good man, and he's like, this good man is about to lead you to your death, and he's like, yeah, I know, I trust you won't do the same to my son, which is obviously referencing Marineford when Garp doesn't make any effort to save Ace. So basically leading him to his death. So that's also like something which, like, I was like, damn. We also see Rumbar Pirates, like Brook was revealed in his human form. The backstory with Laboon, the wall was revealed, which again gets revealed to us all the way in Thriller Bark, that Brook pirate group was the pirate group which Laboon was attached to. These little things in which they reference future stuff, that's really good. Other thing I also liked about season 1 of One Piece live action, which is I like about season 2, is the changes in story. There are significant changes in the story, which I don't think makes the story worse in any way. In fact, you can argue they make them better. better. Like Igaram died for real in the live action. He's dead. In the anime, we see him getting nuked by Nico Robin and he somehow survives and come back. But in the live action, he's dead. Like he was killed by Mr. Five. Also, like Smoker whole plotline is different. He does fight Straw Hats at Loketown, but after that, in the anime, he just be like, oh, I'm going after Straw Hat. Fuck all these superiors. I'm not gonna follow anyone's order. I'm barging straight in Grand Line. But in the live action, he's like actually given a purpose. He's actually given a goal. So he's like, I'm going into the Grand Line. Grap is like, oh, you're going into the Grand Line? Here, listen to me first. Here, these are Baroque works. This is your mission. Capture Baroque works. You know, he's given a mission and a reason to go into the Grand Line instead of just going after Straw Hats. And he also get official permission. Throughout the season, he's like investigating Baroque works and eventually comes to the conclusion, let's go to Alabasta and stuff. Instead of him just mindlessly chasing after Luffy, he actually got a plot line of his own. One change I didn't like compared to anime is Luffy's fight with Wapol. There was a moment which was changed in live action. This was one of my favorite Luffy's moment when in the anime Luffy puts the pirate flag which belonged to Dr. Hiriluk on top of the castle and Wapol shoots the flag down, but Luffy doesn't let the flag fall. He just grabs it, and that was like one of my favorite Luffy moment. It happened in the live action, but it was like very different. So they're fighting inside and Wapol just randomly decides to shoot the flag. He's like, I'm gonna kill you all, but first fuck that random ass flag. Like in the anime it made sense because Luffy put the flag on top of castle. That's why Wapol shot it down because he was like, fuck no, that's my castle. I don't want no random ass flag. I'm gonna shoot it down. So that's why Luffy saves the flag. But in the live action, he just like, oh, I'm gonna kill everyone, but fuck that random flag first. I'm gonna shoot it. And he shoots at the flag. Luffy saves the flag and he says like, oh, this flag is important, blah blah blah. But it just didn't hit as much as the anime. So that's like one change I would say I didn't like compared to the anime and manga. It's still good in live action. It's still good, but I just feel like it was better in the anime and manga. That's like one change I didn't like. Just one little change. Other than that, everything else was super good. Like, now again, this was a setup season for the ultimate Alabasta arc, which is gonna be the big bad arc. Season 3, that's gonna be the main stuff, you know. In the teaser, I'm pretty sure they did say season 3 set sail soon, so I don't know if it's already in the work or not. Even as a setup season, this was a really good season, and it really felt like the purpose of the season is just to be set up. One Piece live action season 2 is good on its own, even without being a setup season. I enjoyed every episode, I enjoy all these arcs. I enjoyed Loketown, Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, Drum Kingdom. They also did the legendary Luffy moment of him fucking climbing the ice mountain. It wasn't one-on-one anime, but it was still like very good. I would say it was more brutal in anime because Luffy finger really get fucked in the anime. His fingers still get fucked in the live action, but it was still a very good moment. I remember that being one of the early moments which made me a really big Luffy fan. I was like, yeah, this guy's the real deal. When I saw Luffy climbing with Sanji and Nami, bare hands, the whole fucking ice mountain, like that was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, this is my main character. Bartholomew is also in the Loketown in live action. I actually liked it because it's actually canonically true, because Bartholomew became Luffy fan when he saw Luffy at the Loketown saying he's like, I'm gonna be king of the pirates, and laughing in the face of that. That's what made Bartholomew Luffy's fan and Straw Hat fans in general. But in the live action, he's actually interacting with the crew. He's actually dragged into the event. So that's also a little change. I didn't mind. I actually liked it. It's good for Bartholomew to interact with the crew. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna reach that point where Bartholomew will gonna come in action because that's Dressrosa. Again, they can make change and Bartholomew can come in plot early. I'm pretty sure I've already said it. The effects are really good, but I want to say it again. The season looks so much better than season 1. Again, season 1 didn't look bad. Season 1 looked really good, but season 2 is like, it's just like so fucking good. The sets are so good, the effects and everything. Like with the final scene where Drum Kingdom becomes like this big cherry tree, and it's like Little Garden, Whiskey Peak, all of these are like really good set. And like Laboon's effect was like really fucking good in the show. Like the effects and everything is like really fucking good. Another thing I want to talk about before I finish the video is how far I think One Piece live action will go. So I've heard some people say that Alabasta is gonna be like the finale, like Alabasta is gonna be One Piece live action, but I don't think it's gonna be that. I did saw a video of Straw Hat actors and Makenyu, I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced, Zoro's actor. He did say that Oda has a vision for live action and how far he wants live action to take. If Oda has a vision, I'm pretty sure at the very least it's gonna be NES Lobby. Like I want at least NES Lobby. I'm not asking Marineford or Sabo on the Earthilabag. Like I don't even know how you do Marineford in live action. You have like 15 Devil Fruit users, 3 of them are Logia the Admirers. You have Whitebeard, you have Marco. I don't even know how you do the effects. Like Marineford, if they're actually gonna make Marineford, they're gonna need like $1 billion budget. I personally want them to at least reach NES Lobby. Like I feel like NES Lobby is a really good place to end. NES Lobby is like the top 3 free time skip arc. After Marineford and Sabondi, if it's NES Lobby. I really want them to adapt NES Lobby and get Rob Lucci, the best free time skip villain. If they can do Water 7 NES Lobby, I'll be very big fan. Getting NES Lobby also means we're gonna get Skypiea, and I feel like they can do Skypiea justice in live action. Skypiea was a little bit rough here and there in the anime. I overall still like the arc, but you can't deny that it was rough here and there. There were many things which are like, but they can actually make NL even more cooler. But anyway, yeah, that was just a little small video I wanted to talk about the One Piece live action season 2. If you haven't watched it, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's not even an anime. If you have a problem with anime, watch One Piece live action season 2. It's super fucking good. And I really hope they bring season 3 quick. And One Piece is also coming next month. Like Alabama arc gonna start, and I'm really hyped for that too. Anyway, yeah, see ya.